Hi everyone, Jackie from Paper Moments here, sharing a 8x8 mini album that I created using the Graphic 45 Safari Adventure uh, pattern and solid 12 by 12 sheets. Also, they're 12 by 12, 12 by 12 um, collection, Safari Adventure collection pad, along with the tags and pocket sheet, the ephemera cards, the chipboards, and sticker sheets. I purchased all of these from Tamara over at her Country Craft Creation store, and she still has them on her website. It's a great collection, beautiful papers, and so fun to work with. So if you are looking for some uh, paper collection that works well for your zoo pictures or a safari adventure, definitely go check out her website again at Country Craft Creations. So this is the last of my papers. I was able to get out of all the different products that I bought. Um, I was able to get three albums out of it, so I managed to make this last one. And this one is, like I said, an 8x8, and it's going to hold lots and lots of photos for you. So this is the front cover, and as you can see, I've used one of the ephemera cards as my focal point, and then I've cut out some of the flowers and leaves from one of the paper collections sheets, and then I also added one of the punch outs from the tags and pocket sheet here, and then layered it on a piece of, cut out a circle from the piece of a paper collection. This I cut out as well from one of the pages in the collection, and then I've added a chipboard down here and added some brads. So I did create a belt with a buckle type closure, and here, and the buckle I believe are from Hobby Lobby, and they're their spare parts one is the package that I had these in. The leather, I just bought a piece of leather also from Michaels, and then trimmed it down to the size I wanted using my crocodile. I punched my holes in it. So over here I had some twine uh, trim that I had in my stash, so I cut a piece out and then added some brads to give it some added dimension there. For my spine, and I used a textured piece of paper that looks like a leather that I thought looked really well with this uh, pattern paper. So I uh, bought that at Hobby Lobby is where I bought this paper from. And so I left the spine bare just to showcase the beautiful leather look on that paper. And then the back cover I kept very simple, just adding the trim again with the brads, and then using a cutout and glued to here, and then secured my belt closure here on the back with two brads. So all right, so we're going to open this up, and again, this is a chunky book. The spine is 3 inches, and it has, like I said, lots of room for photos. This is a 6-page album, so I did use 6 pages in this one. So, starting with the front cover, this is on the front, inside of the front cover. I created a flap here, so you could add some photos here, a couple of photos here and here. Made a pocket over here, and again, like I said, I used the solid and the pattern uh, paper, so you're going to see a combination of all the different paper pads that I used. I did create a little mini book using one of the ephemera cards, and then I folded it up. Whoops. Oh, I guess I forgot to add some solid paper there, but I thought this would be a great place to journal uh, in this book, and then you could add some photos as well. So definitely need to fill that in. It's interesting how you can go through this album and think you have it all together, and then when you go to video, you realize there's, whoops, I forgot here and I forgot there. So we may see a few more, hopefully not, but there's a possibility. So, okay, so the first page, like I said, it is 6 pages. I do not have, I do have room to put the, did not do, an opening here for tags. So because I thought it was going to be too bulky if I added more bigger tags, the side tags in there. So I don't have those. I did close my pages. So the front page, the first page, I have a little flap here that opens up here, and then on the second one on the bottom I have a pocket. I used a chipboard, and then I cut out one of the little postage stamps there and there. This is another, again, one of the punch outs, and I added it to some cardstock, and I left it open so you could add a photo, slip a photo right in there. This is one of the tags that comes with the collection, and put that right back there. This is one of the tags and pockets, and look at that, I forgot my seam binding on this, so you've got a little pocket space there that you can do some journaling on. It opens up this way, and this side pocket gives you plenty of room for photos. And then I used another cut apart here and left it open so you could slide in a photo or some more journaling tags. And here's another one of the tags that I cut out. Lots of room on this one, on this beautiful paper here. I love this paper. It's so colorful. For photos, so you could probably put 2 4x6 photos on that. Yeah, it'd be close. I'd probably cut them down to 3.5 by 5, but they would work on that if you trim them down, and that would be very pretty to have 2 photos there. You open it up, and you've got a big page here for more photos. And again, I used one of the punch outs and mounted it on cardstock and left it open so you could slide a photo right in there. Full page spread here, and you close that up. Okay. Next page, I cut out one of the animals, the elephant, from one of the ephemera cards and mounted it here. You see that I have a collection of the different pattern paper, the solids, and then the paper from the collection pad. I cut out some more flowers from one of the papers, and here another punch out layered on some cardstock to make my tab, a piece of chipboard here. This will hold, let me see if I can get this tag here, I'm going to keep this out. This will hold a photo, and I left that open so you can actually put the photo right in there. Okay, this lifts up, and you have room for more photos here. Again, photos here, and I did leave this one open as well, so you can slip a photo right in there. And this flips down, and you've got room for photos here or journaling, and a great area for a photo. Again, one of the cutouts, and then layered it on cardstock and left it open again. Here's another one of the tags from the collection. This page, I added one of the smaller cutouts, or from the ephemera cards, but this is actually the cutouts from the collection. Added a chipboard here, and then this flips open this way, giving you room over here for a photo. And again, I mounted that punch out or cut from the tags and pocket sheet. I popped that out and then layered it on some cardstock. Left it open again so a photo can slip in there. This is a nice area for a photo on the solid paper here. And again, spread it open, and I left this open like that for another photo. Here's some more of the beautiful paper. Just love the colors in this paper. So this one flips up, this one flips down, and then what I did was I fussy cut it out a parent and added it here. And I did leave it open here so you could flip in a photo there. This will hold a photo as well, so you can put one of your big 8 by 7 by 5 by 7 photos, or cut down an 8 by a bigger photo and put it here to have a full picture there. And then again the bottom one, and I did another fussy cut on one of the parents, and you can actually slip a photo in there. Alright, so we flip it over to the next page, and this one I used one of the ephemera cards and layered it on some pattern paper, added a chipboard as my tag, or to lift it up. That opens up to have a small pocket, and it holds another tag. I used cut out one of the postage stamps and layered it on some cardstock, and then added a chipboard piece here. Over here I used one of the pockets from the pockets and tag sheet. It looks like I cut it down, and then I added another one of the cutouts here, layered it on some cardstock, and then this is holding a little tag as well. Again, plenty of room for photos. And then you open this up and you have your full sheet here, and this does open up to hold, and it left it open so you can slide your photo right in there. So this will hold a couple of nice size photos here as well. And then we've got your pocket over here, and I added a piece of the chipboard. Again, you can see the different pieces of the papers I used, the solids, the patterns, and then from the collection. This is one of the ephemera cards, and it just sticks right in here. Actually, I think this is from the cutouts, cut-aparts. So, and that folds up like that. My next page here, I use one of the pockets from the pockets and tags, and have a little tag in there as well. And then I have two little flaps that I use the smaller cut-aparts here, calling cards there. You open it up, and on each, scoot over, open it up, and on each one, I did leave this open as well, so you could slip a photo in there. And this one comes over here, and stick a photo in there. So then you take this one, and it opens up. I have made a pocket over here, so that's going to hold plenty of photos. This is one of the ephemera cards stuck right in there. Used one of the cutouts, and layered it on some cardstock to add here. And then you've got, look at this paper, it's gorgeous. And you've got plenty of space here for photos. And every page is magnetic too, so I used lots of magnets in here. Our next page is a display of the different papers, and then I used again fussy cut out some of the flowers from another of the papers and left them open so you can slide a photo right in there. Added a piece of chipboard as my tag, and then this lifts up. So you've got your solid paper, and I added just one of the postage stamps, and then I cut out a piece of a little print from one of the papers and created this little photo stopper here. Lots of room on the flap here for photos. Look at that. Isn't that paper cool? I love that zebra paper. And then this opens up, and I have a chipboard piece down here. Plenty of room here for photos. And again, beautiful paper. You can see this is the paper I used to cut out my flowers on when I fussy cut my flowers. Gorgeous coloring. They did a fantastic job with the colors on this collection. And then I have another pocket over here where I fussy cut out a couple of the flowers, added a cutout onto cardstock, and then put the pocket. And I've got one of the ephemera cards in there. So this is going to hold plenty of, as you can see, plenty of photos in that. Plenty of room to hold photos. And that flips back over. All right. My next page, I made a belly band, added a chipboard and one of the little cutouts there. My belly band here, and then I made a little page stopper on the bottom, so with an added chipboard to there. So here's my tag, and it goes in, and that holds it. And this is magnetic here. Excuse me. All right, so this flips open, and I've got a little pocket over on this side. And again, I don't think I left these open, so you could use some journaling here. And then again, a pocket that's going to hold quite a few photos here. This is one of the smaller ephemera cards here. So, and then a full page layout over on this one. Okay, this one, I used one of the tags, created a little pocket up here, used one of the cutouts here to, on top of my thing, a pocket, and then I made a flap here that opens up. And again, I added a piece of chipboard and left it open at the bottom so you could slide a photo right in there. Left this open so you can put some photos in there. That's going to hold a couple of nice size photos for you. This opens up to reveal another page for photos, and I used again one of the postage stamps, and I left it open so it can hold your tags or a photo. This is a nice open space for photos, and then on this side I created another pocket, chipboard here, and it's holding another ephemera card there. Nice, lots of space here again for photos. Okay, this page, I used one of the bigger chipboards. I used one of the pop-outs or the cutouts, added it to to cardstock, and this lifts up this way. So this could be used for journaling or photo. And then this one here, this folds back down, this folds over this way, and you've got room for photos. Nice photos here. And again, I believe I left that one open as well to flip in, to hold in a photo. And then I have a pocket in the back that's going to hold a little tag made out of the ephemera card for more journaling. And then this page, you have one of the smaller calling cards on here that I left open as a pocket so you can put a tag in there. So obviously I need to find something to make a tag and make sure it's in there. And then this one flips over. This flips over. This one does as well. And then you've got this. And then you got a nice size pocket over here. Paper, another more gorgeous paper. So on this one, I use one of the calling cards here, or the ephemera cards, for my flap. That one flips open. This has your little chipboard here, and I think I just used that for decoration there. And that flips over here. This flap has two pockets, and I've got two of the smaller calling cards in here. Room for some journaling here. Nice size area for photos, and then I made a larger pocket back here with a couple of the tags, so that's going to hold quite a few photos. You can also add a photo here, and that is that is the back page of the album. So lots of room, areas for photos, a fun album to make, and again, Tamara does have this collection still on her site, so it's a beautiful collection to make an album with. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to see what you create if you have this collection. So I don't have a tutorial on this on my pages, but I think it's looking at each one, it's easy that you could adapt it to make one yourself. All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.